here we are at the entrance to the barn, and to this side here we've got the wash hookup and area here to tie down, wash up, and then also on the other side as well. And as we come in, we're kind of shaded in the barn, and then it's pretty bright outside, so we're going to have a lot of issues with lighting. But bear with me. As you can see, you've got the mats in here, which is really nice. So the concrete's kind of slick. So she put down the mats, make it much more comfortable to work with the horses. And here we have the feed room. And kind of nice because moisture does wick up through concrete in Florida. They build it up on a couple pallets in here, so they built the floor up so it keeps the hay nice and dry. Got a good size. I think I'm gonna guess this is 10 by 10, 12 by 12, somewhere like that. As far as the feed room, it does have a ventilation fan, and it is decked, so you can put it up in the loft here. And then on the other side we have the tack room, and I believe somewhere I'd written that it was air conditioned. It is not. It does have the ventilation fan. So you have the tack room here. Again, same size as the feed room. I don't know if you can see her up in the corner. We have the barn cat having a lazy afternoon. So here's the all the supplies, the tack, and back out. And everything's 2x6s on the wood. So all 2x6s. It's put together so there's no gaps, no cracks, nothing to get anything caught, injuries. And we have double latches on everything. So that way the safe for the horses while we're here. So this particular stall they've had the center panel taken out, so they've turned 2 into 1, and you can see the fans. You've got fans here, up in the corners. So you've got, sorry girls, you can stay. So you got 3 fans. Most of your stalls are going to have 2 fans or more. So there's just, 2 to 3 fans in them. So really nice ventilation. You have automatic water. Oops, come on. Let's see if we can get this to focus in. We have automatic water here and again in the corner. We'll show you something else out here. Oh, of course. Again, you have the concrete here, so they're not tracking in mud. And then you have a run out. So every stall has their own run out. Just making sure she didn't walk out the door I left open. And let's show you something else here. This is kind of neat. So all your stalls, you can feed from the alleyway. So they each have this little gizmo going on. So you can feed from the alleyway, you're not in and out. Let's go in this one. So again, we'll show you, they got the water systems. Each stall has its automatic water system. Fans, the wood's nice. They all have the runouts. They all have the concrete that they come in and on. And as you'll notice in the runouts here, gates, 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 gates. So if you're moving horses, you can just move them really easy with all the gates in here. And that's true throughout the property. I don't know if I showed you this. The ceiling is insulated. There is a wire here, and then that's also on the outside wall, and everything's opened up, plenty of ventilation. I'm swinging the camera around a lot, probably getting y'all dizzy, sorry about that. It's really a good setup. Very comfortable for the horses, very easy for somebody to come through, maintain, work with the horses. Really a nice design on this. You've also got the equipment down on this end. You've got water throughout. You've got water all over the property. You also have plenty of electrical. Let's see if we can get that in the barn. So well thought out barn, nicely done. Gates at the front and the back. So if you have a horse that's a little harder to work with or likes its freedom, you can contain them a little easier. So fantastic barn. So we're looking at the back side of the barn. We'll swing out here. As you can see here on the runouts, everything's got a round post as the top rail around the runouts, so a little bit more security. You do have the get in here. You do have the no climb in here, so you got the good fencing. Again, wood post on the property, so no metal posts. Everything's nice wood post. Fencing's in good shape. Here's an idea. You've got your 3 different stall openings here. You have 3 different runouts. Again, on the gates, everyone's allowed to come out through a gate into the main pasture here, so you can bring them all out or bring them out one at a time. And let's see if we can get in here. We'll try and zoom in here. Work with me a little bit or be patient. I'm not the best camera guy, but you can see here you've got pretty nice grass in this pasture here. And we'll swing around the round pen over there. Hopefully you can see it. Getting you dizzy again with zooming in, zooming out. So as we come around, you've got shade trees all throughout the property. Today it's kind of a nicer day, a little bit cloudy. But you've got, oh, this is a big well. This was, what is that? I think that's an 8-inch well, I believe. There used to be groves in the area. Those are really hard to come by. They're expensive to get. So even though you may not use it, that's kind of a nice feature on a property, because to get St. John's Water Management to give you a well that size anymore is very costly, very difficult. So it does have some extra value, especially if somebody decides they're going to become a vineyard or whatever. Okay, we're in the round pen here, and I just stepped it off. It appears to be about 40 feet across. That's just me walking it off. The walls do tilt out, so it does run at an angle. It's hard to tell from the camera view here, but the walls do tilt outwards, and then there is a clay base in here, what appears to be a clay base in here. We're standing in the back paddock, and we're looking towards the house. So right now we're looking west at the house. And while we're here, let's just go ahead and do this. The RV right there, she's got her trailer hooked up. She's got the little apartment in it. So she's got a 30 amp service right there. So right now she's running the air conditioner to cool the trailer off. But here's the house. It's a little hard to see. Just the house kind of blends into the nature. It's got a big front porch, so it gets kind of shaded under there. It's hard to see. Now we're going to swing to the north, and that's where the barn is. So back here's the barn, the runouts. See that? This is a big paddock. Now there's 2 paddocks here on this side, and then on the back of the house as well. Let's keep swinging around here. I counted, I think, 7 big oak trees in the paddock on this side. So you've got plenty of shade, and those are nice. You can see those are nice big oak trees. And as we keep coming back, we're looking to the east right now. We're swinging around to the south, and I think I counted 32 oaks in this paddock here. And there's quite a bit of open space. You can see all the grass, and they just planted grass, so the grass is coming in. All the trees, it makes it really nice. Plenty of shade back here, and you could actually break this up into a lot more paddocks. You got plenty of room back in here, so if somebody wanted to divide this up and make smaller paddocks and quicker rotations, you could do that. So right now we're looking to the, what would it be, northeast, and that's to the back of the house. You probably can't see it. It's through the tree branches here, but maybe you can see the reflection of some of the solar units. She pays about $100 a month on average, I believe, is what she pays on electricity. This is a dog run back here, so you have 3 sides. The 2 sides in the rear, 2 sides in the rear of the house are all for the dogs. It's fenced off separately. And we'll swing around here. This is to the north. We're going from the north. We're going to swing around to this area right here. This is the neighbor's property. I believe there's a little over 20, I want to say 20 plus acres in here. He has cows on the property, and this is what I want to show you. So this is looking right out the back porch of the house. So this natural foliage, there's a pond down in here. So this area through here really blocks you out, and there's your house back in there, if you can see it. There we go. So that's your distant neighbor. That's quite a ways away, and with all this foliage here, you've got some really nice privacy as far as the house. More trees So more trees, more shade for the animals. And to the back, this is looking to the south, that's undeveloped parcel back here. I want to show off a couple features of the house, of the front of the house. It sits in the shade, plus it's the dark color, so it's hard to see. But you've got these wood posts here with a nice, you can see the grain in here. So really nice looking post. It gives it a kind of a nice, rich, rustic look. Little wood accents over the window. Front door is really nice. It's got the wrought iron, real wrought iron too, around the door for some trim. And then as you can see, it's a big front porch, and you've got, it's all tiled here, and it's got a nice view of the paddock that looks to the south. We're standing in the great room, and I want to give you an idea of what the floor plan looks like. So of course we're looking into the kitchen with a bar and an island, and as we swing this way we go into the dining room. Now off the dining room is the 3 bedrooms and the utility room and entrance to the garage. So this way comes around to the entry, and then the double doors lead into the office. So we keep coming around. This is the master suite back here. And then we come back all the way around, and that gets us to the flagstone fireplace with the gas. And I'll just kind of creep to the edge here because it's going to blast out with a light. But we got a triple slider right there. That triple slider is a pocket slider. It does go back all the way into the wall, which is nice. So you can open up the back, and your back does look to the west. Has a huge back porch back there, big pass-through window. And here we come back around to the kitchen again. Okay, real quickly in the kitchen, I want to show you a few things because this is a great kitchen, a lot of neat features. So you've got your big, deep double sink here. You've got your granite countertops, and you got your big island. This is a nice, large island. You've got your second sink right here. So you've got 2 workstations, with each workstation, dishwasher and dishwasher. And give you an idea on the cabinets. Let's take a quick look here. So your cabinets, they're all wood, and they're dovetailed. Hopefully you can see the dovetails here, and then the faceboard here. So there's a nicer cabinet, and we'll swing around. Oh, one other thing that's kind of cool. If we look, we have drawers, drawers. So much more convenient to have the drawers than to have the doors that open up, and then you got to rustle around in there. So your appliances, you've got your microwave here built in. You've got a Fisher Paykel, if I pronounced that right, range, 5-burner gas range. You've got a commercial vent system here. And then you have double convection ovens. You've got your walk-in pantry, big fridge, another little pantry area, the huge bar. So you've got your lower bar here with the workstation, and then you've got seating for 4 at the top of the bar. So when you look at it at workspace, if you're entertaining, you've got this workspace here, you've got this workspace, and this area over here, so you can have a lot of bodies in the kitchen all preparing a really nice meal. It's a fantastic kitchen. Did I mention the pass-through? Yeah, there's a pass-through out to the patio as well. And 3 big windows to give a lot of light to the kitchen. I want to show you the outside, the porch here. It's really wide, nice, big, long, wide porch. It's got a built-in dog door through the wall of the master that comes out here. This is the triple slider. It slides all the way into the wall, so the whole back of the house opens up into this area. And whoops, blasting out here. And there's one thing I really want to show you. You've got the pass-through, which we mentioned earlier, but here, this is really hard to explain on paper or in pictures, so I'm going to do it on the video here. This wall right here is a half bath, and what they did, because she has show dogs, she wanted an outdoor shower, but you could easily enclose all this and make it an inside full bath. You've got your shower drain here, you've got your waters already plumbed, so you would just enclose this wall and you would be all set up to have a full shower for that bathroom. So that gives you an idea of the property. If you have any questions, please give us a call. We'd love to show it to you. I think you're going to have a hard time finding an equestrian property in this area for this price range with the many features as this property has.